All right, I got a good question today. I want to go ahead and address it, y'all. I'm Narc say they love me. Y'all have been walking with me, and I'm walking with y'all. All right, I'm trying to skin this cat alive so everybody can understand where they stand and also where the Narc stands. All right, when it comes to you. All right, so this is something I can speak on firsthand. I've seen this. I've lived this for many years being with the ex-Narc. I've seen this. I know some codependency, a lot of codependency in the father of her children. All right. Now let's get into codependency. Right, a codependent empath versus just a regular smegular empath, like me. What is the difference? Well, codependent empaths, their emotions are heightened when it comes to other people, right? Ours are not so much heightened, right? There's a general understanding as far as the trait goes with the codependent and a regular empath, but the codependent, like I said, they take on everybody else's problems all the time. All the time. They pretty much abandon themselves and their life and their goals and aspirations and things, and they go and pursue everything in the narc's life and all of the narc's goals and aspirations. All right, so they completely abandon themselves, their own self-identity as a person, and take on the identity of the narc. All right, I've also explained this in another video, how they switch identities is titled something like that. The narc switches identities with you, how they do it, and why do they do that. Well, it has been based on my observation. All narcs by default label all empaths based on this codependent aspect. So to all narcs, based on their perception, all empaths are codependent, right? They're not expecting anybody to leave them. They're expecting everybody to remain stuck. All right, so this is why I say, based on my observation, they think that everybody's codependent that they fool with. All right, they don't think that anybody will leave, right? And the ones that stay, and knowing good, the narc knows when they've done you wrong. So when the narc knows good and well that they done did you wrong and they done did y'all kind of bad, and you still stay, yeah, their perception is you codependent. You need me. You need me. Y'all think about codependent like co-pilot, right? You got a co-pilot when you fly a plane. The co-pilot can't fly that plane until the pilot gives the okay. So a codependent, when it comes to an empath, the empath can't live their life until the narc okays them. Okay? They need a pilot. They find that they find that characteristic in a pilot. Okay, they can't do anything without a pilot, so they have no vision, no purpose. They, like I said, abandon themselves, completely abandon themselves, and they take on everything the narc does, eats. Yeah, man, they take on everything. So they have no sense of self, no purpose, no identity. Right? So, as a codependent, you're looking for a dependent. Right? A codependent empath, you need a dependent, somebody that can help take over your bank account and show you how to spend your money, regulate your money, somebody that's telling you how you need to move through life. Right? Because as a codependent, y'all, let me share some of these characteristics I found on Google about codependence. All right, and I'm gonna tell y'all everything. I'm gonna give you the game. Y'all know narcs say they love me. All right, codependent traits. Listen, one thing that they have: difficulty regulating their feelings. Okay, difficulty regulating their feelings. So if they cannot regulate their feelings, who's gonna do it for them? The narc. All right, here's another one: difficulty communicating problems. If they can't speak up for themselves, and you guys know when it's a problem with the narc, even if it's a problem to where you really were victimized, by the time they throw that word salad at you, you're going to be the one apologizing. And you're going to be the one saying that you're sorry when you were really the victim. So if they can't speak up, and this happens every single day, y'all. This is on a consistent basis. Okay? This is what makes them codependent. This is on a consistent basis. So if I can't communicate my problems every single day, what is the narc going to do? Yeah, the narc is going to get there and communicate for me, whether it's the message that I wanted to convey or not. All right, another thing, lacking trust in self. And the second one to that is right under lacking trust in self, it says poor self-esteem. So if you lack trust in self, that means you can't go internal. You can't give yourself internal validation. So what do? You go outside. You go external, and you look for that validation, and you look for other people. You look for that validation in other people. And when you do that, everybody has their own perception of you. And so you have poor self-esteem. Why is that? Because your self-esteem is all over the place. Because you're going to this person to validation, this person to validation, that person to validation. So your self-esteem is all over the place. So you have a what? You have what? Poor self-esteem. All right, this stuff lines up perfectly. It lines up perfectly. Now, one tall tale sign, and I'm gonna tell you guys how you can peep this out. Let me tell y'all how you can peep this out first. How do you know if you're codependent? How do you know if you're codependent? Do you need a pilot to help fly your plane? That's one sign, but a tall tale sign of a codependent that I have come to learn is somebody that cannot be alone. Just like the narc. Narcs have codependent tendencies too. Yeah. That's why the relationship between Will and Jada is working out as fantastic as it is for Jada. But not much so as Will. So you're looking for a pilot to fly your plane. Okay? If you cannot ever be alone as an empath, you always have to have somebody, some validation, something. As regular empaths, we don't have to have all of that. Yeah, we fly planes pretty well. You think I was a pilot the way I get to flying my plane for them narcs. Yeah, my planes take off just fine and land without the narcs, all right? So the codependent is somebody that's looking for direction and guidance. And instead of going within themselves, they go and look for that stuff in the narc. Okay, because narcs and codependent empaths are drawn to each other, and it's a perfect match. Because what is the goal of a codependent empath? It's to make, I'm not satisfied and I'm not happy until I make everybody else happy. Never mind me, I've abandoned me. My happiness relies and it resides in everybody else's happiness. Okay? Now, let me tell you guys this too. I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to get you guys, all right? Let me tell you, as a regular empath, you have good intuition. People are going to come to you not only to voice their problems, but they want to know what kind of advice you have for them. What kind of insight. Yeah, see, the codependent doesn't have any kind of insight. They look for the narc. Y'all see what I'm saying? They look for the narc. And they stay stuck. A lot of y'all that's trying to make the relationship work, you're trying to get to know the disorder so that you can make the relationship work with the narc. You're codependent. Okay? You're codependent. I'll make another video on that there later. That was deep. I meant for it to hit hard. Y'all need to know the truth. You need to know where you stand, not just the narc. You need to know where you stand. Okay? So if you're trying to make this thing work for somebody else, you're not trying to make yourself happy. You're trying to make the narc happy. That's why I say you're codependent. All right. So, what are you looking for when you meet somebody? How can you determine if this person is codependent, what are some things that you can do? You can ask them about their past relationships. I told you they can never be alone. If they going from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, this means they can't be alone. They don't care who the relationship is with. The only thing they want is the relationship, and that's what makes them happy. And in order to keep their relationship, they make that narc happy, right? So the narc has a demeanor of take, a severe extreme, man. They take this stuff to all kind of levels. You know, they don't just take a couple of things here and there. They take, and disappear, and take, come back, and take. I mean, it's very extreme. You might not even hear from them, but they're comfortable within themselves to come to you and ask for everything that they could possibly want. And they're so comfortable to where they feel like you're going to give it to them. Yeah, you're going to give it to them. And a codependent, the narc, when they come across a codependent is not going to say, look, I have to pay this or I have to do this by this. I don't have this. I don't have that. Yeah, a codependent is going to sacrifice everything they have for the narc. Yeah, the codependent is going to sacrifice everything they have for the narc. So the narcs treat all the empaths, based on my observation, the narc treats all of the empaths as if they are codependent. They bet on all of us that we won't leave, that we're going to be stuck, that we can't make it through life without them, that they're our GPS. They're navigating, they're controlling everything. I told you, codependent will turn over bank accounts to the narc and say, you regulate it. Yeah, I trust you to regulate it. Versus getting there and regulating it themselves. All right. So we can ask them about how past relationships, how long did they last? They tell you. All right. Okay, so how long were you single in between this relationship and this one and this one and this one? And they get to asking that, you find out that they weren't single long before they got into all these relationships. They codependent. They can't be by themselves. Whether they're a narc or not, they're codependent. You can bet your bottom ass on it. Yeah, you can bet your bottom butt on it. And also, you ask them, you know, what are you looking for in a relationship? You know, where are you trying to take the relationship? What are some of your personal goals and accomplishments? They don't have any. Codependent people don't have visions. They don't have goals. They don't have purposes. Their purpose is to live for somebody else and make that person happy. So when you go to asking them kind of questions, I don't know what to tell you. Well, you know, they have nothing for you. They have no vision. They have no purpose. They've been stripped. They've been raped. They've been stripped. They've been raped. Most narcs drive people to marriage. Okay? Listen to me. They drive people to marriage. Right? Most narcs drive people to marriage. They want to get married. And normally they marry a codependent empath. And this is where the problem comes. If you have to drive somebody to marriage, you can't drive them through marriage. You understand? So the narc, they come to realize when they get married that these people don't have visions. They're not equally, they're not a partner, so to speak. They're more so inferior. They're there for another purpose. I'm preaching to y'all right now. They're there for another purpose. Most times it's kids, guarantee supply. So they drive you to it. And then they turn around and drive you through it because they have to control everything. And you as a codependent empath, if you're one of them, you let them drive everything. You let them rape you of your own identity. You give them all of the power and you let them take all of the control. All right, I just want to share that with you. Yeah, y'all know I'm going to give you the game. Some of y'all might be, don't take it, no bad way, any kind of way I'm trying to give it to you, right? I'm trying to give it to you, right? All right, so the codependent empath and the narc, because narcs have codependent traits too, they need supply. They need objects that they can move around in the harem, like I told you. So they need those people to exist. Some narcs hate they love me, y'all. Trust me on this. They need people to exist. Okay? They need people to exist. Right? The codependent narcs, not narcs, the codependent empaths need them to exist. These are the ones that's saying, look, I can't be without you. I don't know what my life would be like without you, even though they've been abused and manipulated and cheated on, and they know that. These are the people that will not give up, and the narc knows it. That's why they're so easy to go out and do what they need to do and come back to you knowing that you're going to answer a text and a call and all that kind of stuff, because they figure you need them. You need a pilot. You're just a co-pilot. You can't make that plane take off. They need a pilot, a real pilot. The codependent empath needs a real pilot. Now, why does the narc, most likely the narc won't pursue a codependent empath. They'll only keep like a relationship type of level, on a relationship type level, right? They don't want to pursue anybody, they just want to run around here and get everything handed over to them. Yeah, all right. So they don't really try to pursue anybody, but a codependent empath, they know for sure that they can't pursue anything with. So don't hang on, don't wait for the narc, don't wait for them. Focus on yourself, man. Focus on yourself, because the narc knows they can go out and do who knows, God knows what, and you're going to still be there. And they are betting that all of us as empaths that they come across, they go back and forth with them on the Hoover, and they have spent holidays with them, that have some good memories. Of course, the bad memories always outweigh the good memories. But if you have some good memories, yeah, that's enough for them to say, yeah, he or she gonna always be around. I ain't gotta worry about them going anywhere. You're codependent. That's why. Your life can't move without them. They know that. When you start asking them questions and looking for validation, they got you. They know they got you. How else you gonna solve your problem? Not you. How else are you gonna solve your own problem if you don't look to them for validation? If you don't look for them to fly your plane? So that's what separates a regular smuggler empath. See, a regular smuggler empath, they get to asking questions, telling the narc what they can and can't do, not buying the word salads. Yeah, we just start acting, we get to doing manipulating and gaslighting and shit of our own just so we can make it out and survive and be okay. Not the codependent empath. The codependent empath gonna sit there and take all this shit. And they're not going to speak up. They're not going to say nothing. And even if they do speak up and say something, by the time the narc gets through with them, they'll be apologizing. Every single time. And this happens consistently. All right? So that's what separates us from them. The codependent empath versus the regular empath. And I say us because I know I'm an empath. There's nothing codependent about me. All right? There's nothing codependent about me. Okay, the narc couldn't rape me for my identity. She tried to turn me into an extension of her. But like I said, I don't eat cube steaks, Pop-Tarts, and chicken ramen noodles. I eat good. I eat steaks and lobsters. I don't eat ramen noodles unless I'm craving them. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, I'm not finna be sitting around listening to a bunch of Beyonce and Destiny's Child and Jasmine Sullivan and all that kind of stuff. I listen to No Limit Soldiers and Cash Money, and I like T.I. And and if the narc don't like it, then get ghost. Get gone. You don't have to listen to it. Go somewhere else. Yeah, because I'm a party within myself. I don't have to have... See, a codependent empath has to have the narc to be happy. Yeah, they have to depend on somebody. They have to see somebody else happy before they can be happy. Well, I can stand outside like I do all the time when I do y'all videos and be happy. I don't have to have anybody walk through this door here and all of a sudden I'm overjoyed and it brings me energy. I already have that energy. I already have that validation within myself. All right. So if you guys have any more questions, Narcs hate they love me. Yeah, Narcs hate they love me. I love y'all. All right. We getting out of here for Thanksgiving. I hope everybody is safe during Thanksgiving. Number one, there's so much going on. And then number two, it's okay to be alone. Okay? Codependents can't be alone and be happy. They have to have somebody. Even if that person is not making them happy, they have to have somebody. They need a pilot. Take care of yourselves. All right? Take care of yourselves. Again, Narc say they love me. Put it in the comments. Y'all start sharing my videos too, because I'm trying to get 1,000 before January so I can go live and interact with y'all. Yeah, so y'all start sharing it, and hopefully I can get it done before New Year's. All right? Peace, y'all. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves.